thought that you was warming us up to the Joe Budden thing with that conversation about the husband and the wife. You know what I'm saying? Because as of recently, they're trying to counsel my boy.
Well, let's see what it is right quick. Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Basie, it's okay.
My God, right? I'm sorry.
It's a girl.
We're
just using slurs. Don't worry about it.
Why do I always want to make the dog feel good by playing with their fucking privates?
Interesting.
But they like that. They
bestiality. Stop raping my dog.
That's how I know that he's not a real animal lover.
Because I don't play with my pets.
Anybody with a pet, you come on, you did a little something down there, man, made your dog feel good.
Hell no. I've never done that.
Well, you've never.
Okay. Trevor, explain, please, because some people may not even know what's going on with that.
Okay, they might not know what's going on with that clip. But on that clip, that man talking about beating his dog off or playing with his dog private parts so the dog can release itself.
Interesting.
Now, isn't that against the law?
I don't know, because I never
talk to us about that.
I mean, it probably is against a dog issue, touching on animals and stuff, because but bestiality is an issue. I've known people that got issue with bestiality. Like they watching, looking at horses, yeah. Because you said something about that demon, right? Mm-hmm. So when you start looking, so it's like a gateway drug. It's what, when you look at pornos and stuff, it started turning into, sadly, it is sad. I mean, when you look at things like that, it start leading into, because you start desensitizing yourself to what may be. So it may start off like this. I'm gonna tell you from experience. It start off like this. You start off you're looking at little JCPenney ads back in the day. You got somebody with some little stockings on, something like that. Nothing. That ain't doing nothing no more. Then you go to the scrambler box when you used to look at Luke and them back in the day. You try to look through all the scribblers and stuff. You're looking at that. You got that going on, and then it starts from this. So you start just matriculating on up to different stages, and the stuff that don't even. And so some things don't even, get you going no more. So then you start going into other areas, other categories, fetishes.
Yeah.
People. So there's people out there like feet, armpits. Somebody eating sandwiches while they do it, all type of stuff.
Toes,
and then they start going to other same sex stuff. They start going to the other different things. Girls with other private parts, and then it turned into animals. So, like you said, it start leading into different things. That demon thing be on there where you gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
It's just like a drug, man. So what happened is people start going into the point where they start playing with their dogs and cats and pigs and everything else.
Yeah, and
no experience with that. I'm just talking about how the progression starts. No experience, but I'm just talking about how that progression goes. So like when people start doing drugs, they start off a little bit of weed.
Yeah.
Then people try their best to make sure they stay with weed or something. Then they start off to a little bit. Let me just snort a little bit. Then let me lace it up with this. Yeah. And then they start shooting it.
And then
they start selling stamps. I mean, what I'm saying is, it's going to a whole nother level. So you got to be careful how things progress, man. But yeah, Joe, unfortunately, man, got some things going on. That's definitely that's hurting his credibility.
Yeah, playing with the creatures. Then they hit him last week talking about he was beating on his baby mama.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, Trevor. We talked to it when when we first started doing the live. We had somebody come on that talk about being abused. But then Quisha, and then of course, so that's the mentality state in itself. A state in itself, and it can be ugly. But then, what if you're the person also? Because we know a lot of people. That if they're, like she said, like Quisha said, some people see that as love. If they're not getting hit on, you don't love them.
Yeah. But
then what about the person that's actually probably driving you to beat them, to fight them on purpose? How many times we don't heard, I wish you would hit me. I swear to God, I call my cousin, call my brother.
Like how we were saying about the slavery, you can be mentally and physically abused. You can be mentally and physically and verbally abused in a relationship. You can be verbally abused.
But what about what if you actually calling it upon you though?
Nah, but it don't give the right to get punched and
you don't give you right to get Ryuki or nothing. They don't give you no right to get uppercutted. But I'm saying it. But what if you actually you really aggressively pulling somebody to do that?
Well, I've been in that situation in a relationship before. Like, I've been in a relationship with a woman that yelled and hollered and didn't even think that that's what she was doing.
She might have been mentally unstable, though.
No, you know what? I think it. What was we saying? I think it came from, like, it ran down from the family. Like, it had been. When I went around her family, I was like, dang, they loud.
That's just a pass down, right?
All 5 of them talking at the same time and they understand each other. How you do that? That's a skill.
Listen to all the
5 people at the table and all of them talking and all of them listening at the same time. That's wild.
But I want to know. I still want to and somebody please let us know. Give us some insight. If what happens when the person is provoking you to do so? Because that's like with Joe Budden. He said with him and this girl, they both was aggressively toxic to each other. And then if you look at all the other people that was around her, she's been known to start some stuff, drama, fighting, hitting on somebody, and want you to hit her back.
Yeah. But that's people, like a woman like that probably is seeking attention. She needs attention from somewhere. You might not be giving her the attention that she needs. And she's seeking attention, so she got to get it some kind of way. For real.
I mean, that's an interesting thing though, because your boy Jody's trying to get counsel left and right.
Yeah,
you know, but you know what? It is interesting that it's all happening when you actually start blowing the whistle on something. You know, when you start bringing out certain things out that closet.
Yeah.
You know, start calling somebody else out. You got to be prepared to get those repercussions though.
Yeah, that's a fact. He called out Spotify, and now, you know what I mean?
It's just interesting how all that happened out the blue, though. That's interesting how that all that happened. You know, you call out Spotify, next thing you know, he on deck getting done in.
Yeah. Turned down that contract.
Turned it down. And okay, cool. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. We're going to make sure